ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 ॐ ऋतगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्। हरि ओं सुप्रभातम्। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ स्वयंभूशम्भुरादित्यः पुष्कराक्षो महास्वनः अनादिनिधनो धाता विधाता धातुरुत्तमः अप्रमेयो हृषीकेशः padmanabho maraprabhu Vishwakarma manustvashta sthavishthasthaviro dhruvah Agrahya shashvatah krishno lohitakshah pratardanah Prabhutastrika kubdhama pavitram mangalam param. Having completed the first line of the shloka, and we have started on the sixth nama, Prabhutaha, which was explained as Jnana Aishwaryadi Gunaihi Sampannaha, the one who is endowed with the qualities of wisdom, lordship, eminence, etc. And the description is Jnana, Aishwarya, Shakti, Bala, Virya, Yashas and Vairagya. All these are at complete measure. It is not in excess or it is not maximum. It is in complete measure, which are called as Bhaga. Therefore, like Dhanavan, Shraddhavan, Viryavan, Jnanavan, he is called Bhagavan, otherwise also called as Prabhutaha. Alright, continuing. Trikakubdhamaha, the 61st name says, who is he? Kakub means direction or region or area, whichever we may understand. This Trikakubdhamaha is one single word. We will see that. Urdhva ado madhya bhedena trisrunam kakubhamapi dhameti. Urdhva above, adhaha below, madhya in between, bhedena tisranam, all the three put together, kakubhamati. Kakub here, as I said, region. It only indicates that Bhagavan is all pervasive. We should also supply the other two words. If we are looking at it as above, below and madhya, it includes left, right, everything. Front, back, everything is included by these three words. He is the abode. He is the very dhama of the whole space. Three regions here represents whole space. That means everything, for everything, he alone is the abode. Alright. It is one single nama. Three. Again, it means three. Kakub dhamaha. That is a word. Continuing, pavitram. What is pavitram? Yena punati. That by which one gets purified, or he who purifies. What is this purification? We will see. From all papa karmas. Purity is required to gain the knowledge of the Supreme. Impurities meaning what? Samsara bandhana. Everything is included in one word, impurity. What is that impurity? Samsara. What is samsara? Identification. Identification with what? Sharira, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. As long as I have the identity with this body as I am this, it is impurity. And everything else starts from there. The moment I disown the identity with this body, then Jagat itself is not there. Jiva Bhava is not there. Yesterday we discussed, first one that begins is I, Jiva Bhava. Then only Jagat comes into picture. Then alone even Ishvara comes into picture. When I is not there, it is a homogeneous experience. The difference between the same experience with an ignorant man and a jnani is the ignorant man is not aware of that homogeneous experience as I. Because he is in sleep, deep sleep. He is in the ignorant state of mind. A jnani is one who has the same experience and he is conscious, he is aware of that experience. Then the question comes, doesn't he experience this world? He experiences this world. That is a very interesting part. He experiences this world. He transacts with the world. He transacts with the people. He uses all the things. He enjoys. All what we enjoy, all what we experience, he also experiences. But the difference is, we experience with the attitude of identification. He experiences with the knowledge of detachment, with the experience of non-identification. That is the difference. Therefore, while he is experiencing everything, he understands he is beyond all these experiences. I experience with identity, close identity with my body, mind and intellect. When I drink a coffee, I enjoy that coffee. I take pleasure in that coffee. I get delighted with that coffee. He also enjoys the coffee. He also takes pleasure with the by drinking the coffee. He also is delightful, yes, but with an understanding. What is the understanding? All these are Maya Kalpita Jagat. Whereas we feel this Jagat is truth and Bhagavan, hopefully he is there. Reason? I don't have the knowledge of my own supreme nature. Therefore, Yena Punati, when it is said, the one, that supreme being, he purifies the mind when I offer myself through sadhana for purification. Yena Punati, he purifies. Yova Punati Rishir Devatava. Rishir Devata meaning what? Karma is enjoined. Karma is prescribed for what? Chittasya Shuddhaye Karma. For the purification of Chitta, mind. Here Chitta is mind. Chitta, consciousness is different. Here Chitta, here is this individual ego, Ahankara. Purification of the mind meaning what? Karma translated to Karma Yoga, and with inner transformation of me, understanding that this Jiva is impermanent. Understanding this Jiva is ephemeral when I perform for the sake of the Jagat. Loka samastaha sukhino bhavantu, sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Loka sangrahartham idam karma. When I thus function, my mind becomes purified, and through that purification, how do I do that? Rishihi Devatava. In karma, here Yoga Yajnadi karma is also indicated, where I offer oblations to Rishi, to the Devatas, etc., with the help of the Rishis. And then what happens? Through them, he alone purifies my mind while performing the karma. Therefore, Rishihi Devatava Tat Pavitram. Through them, the one who purifies me is nothing but Bhagavan Vishnu alone. Therefore, the one who is the purifier must be pure. And therefore, Bhagavan Vishnu is pure, Pavitram. Continuing, Mangalam Param. Actually, though it is written separately here, it is single word. Mangalam Param. What does that mean? Yat Pumsam Ashubhani Nirachaste tanoti shubha santatim tat mangalam viduhu smriti matrena. Smriti matrena, by only remembrance. Yet pumsam, you and I, the human being, ashubhani nirachaste. One who dispels ashubha, inauspiciousness. We may put it in a small bracket on the side. All that which gives pain and suffering. Anything that gives pain and suffering, anything that increases the identity of the individual ego is equal to Ashubha. So, Ashubhani Nirachaste, the one who wards off, who removes, who dispels Ashubha. Tanoti Shubha Santatim, who brings Shubha, who brings auspiciousness. What does that mean? Who brings in knowledge of the Supreme and removes the knowledge of ignorance. Who prepares the mind for what? Jnana Yogyata Siddhyartham. For Jnana Yogyata Siddhyartham, preparatory process is required. For the preparatory process, the evils have to be warded off, and the one who wards off the evil and brings in that Shubha, Muhurta we call, that Supreme is Bhagavan Sri Vishnu. By merely what? Smarana matrena. Yasya smarana matrena janma samsara bandhanat vimuchyate tasmai namaha. Isn't it? Therefore he is called as Mangalam. Kalyana rupatvadva Mangalam. Kalyana rupa is what? The one who brings Kalyana. We often hear this Ashirvada Vakya. Kalyanamastu, Shubhamastu, like that we hear. What is that Kalyanamastu? Auspiciousness, good, right atmosphere, the external conditions for my internal growth. All these are what? Shubha. Kalyana Rupatvadva Mangalam. Because it brings Kalyana, it brings auspicious form. Param, why Param is added? Sarva Bhutebhyaha Utkrishtam. This we have seen several namas earlier. He is the ultimate, he is the supreme, he is the highest. Who? Brahman. Utkrishtam, supreme. Therefore, Param and Mangalam. Now look at the two words. Mangalam Param, auspiciousness, which is the supreme, or the supreme, which is auspiciousness. So either way, one acts as a noun, the other one acts as an adjective. Together they are one word. That is what we said at that time. Iti ekam idam nama savisheshanam. Ekam nama, it is one single word, one is noun, other one is adjective. Continuing. Ishanah pranadah prano jyeshtha shrestha prajapati hiranyagarbho bhugarbho madhavo madhusudanah. Ishanah pranadah prano jyeshtha shrestha prajapati hiranyagarbho bhugarbho madhavo madhusudana. The 8th shloka again begins with the word Ishanaha. 10 namas are discussed in this particular shloka. Ishanaha Sarva Bhuta Niyantritvat Ishanaha. This we have already discussed several times. As he controls everything, the root Ish means to control, to govern, to rule. And he is the supreme ruler. Because our rulers are they can only rule to a certain area, to a certain activity. whereas he is the ruler of everything. Therefore, Ishanaha. The next one is Pranadaha. Very interesting. Pranan dadati cheshtayati tiva pranadaha. He gives, dadati means gives. The vital breaths, pranas. These pranas are very, very important. All the 5 pranas, they are the one which makes us run this show. Minus prana, we are calcium, carbon, phosphorus. We are nothing but carcass, a dead body, which will start decomposing in 48 hours. 98 years one may live, the body is intact. Think, 98 not out, body is intact. It may have weaknesses, that's a different issue. But the moment this prana goes out, you will find within 48 hours, 48 hours meaning what? If you are very healthy, 48 hours. Otherwise, within 12-14 hours, the body starts decomposing, stinking and dismantling itself. In fact, we don't have to do anything. It dismantles itself and goes back to the Prakriti. Think. Only because of the presence of pranas that we are able to survive. Think. Interestingly, we have tax for everything. In the Panchabhuta, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Except Vayu, we have tax for everything. Akasha, space. Jala, you pay your water bill. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, fire. Your gas stove. Don't you pay? Electricity, fire only. Concept of fire. We pay electricity bill, we pay for the gas. Isn't Agni, Jala, water bill, Prithvi, land. Today, every politician, the first thought as soon as he gets the power is, how much of land can I grab? Why? It is valuable. Think. Highly valuable. Think. For all the 4 we pay tax. As of now, thank God, there is no air tax. But in a manner of saying, we also pay for it. For what? For the ventilation. So everything is priced, no doubt. But that which is freely available until we reach the hospital, think, is air. And what is that air? Nothing but prana only. And it is because of this prana we are able to be healthy in this world. That is given by Bhagavan. He alone directs that. You and I cannot decide. I understand the value of the prana only when that ventilation is required, or if I am an asthma patient. Until then, we actually don't even recognize that pranas are working in my body. Isn't it? Pranayama has to be done for what? To recognize the presence of the Supreme and be healthy also. Think. Therefore, pranan dadati cheshtayati itiva. Cheshtayati meaning what? It is because of the prana that I am able to function in the world outside. I am able to act. I am able to work. All because of what? Presence of prana. Therefore, the one who gives the prana, the one who sustains the prana, and the one who also removes the prana. Think. It is said, Yadva pranan kalatmana dyati khandayati iti. The one who, as kalaha, takes away the prana, he is called as pranadaha. The one who gives and one who also takes away. Pranan deepayati shodhayati iti va pranaha pranadaha. The one who also purifies the prana. One is who gives, one who purifies. Purifies meaning what? It gives right existence, the proper existence, and the one who removes. Right? He is called as Pranadaha. Pranan dadati lunati iti what? Destroys. He is also called Pranadaha. Continuing. Next is, there it is Pranadaha. Here it is Pranaha itself. What is Pranaha? Praniti iti Pranaha. Look at that. He does the very activity of breathing to take place. Therefore, thereby makes the body active. Therefore, he is not only Pranadaha, he is the very Prana. It is not that prana is something other than him and he gives, okay, you take this. Like some material I take and give it to somebody, which is different from me. It's a very beautiful nama. Prana, he is the very prana and he becomes the prana in me. Therefore, praniti iti pranaha. Therefore, pranaha. Kshetrajnaha paramatmava. How does he remain as prana? Because of the presence of prana, the jiva is able to manifest itself. The jiva is the kshetrajnaha manifesting as vyashti prana in the individual body, and as Hiranyagarbha, he alone is the samashti prana. The main prana is he himself and expresses, manifests himself at the individual level as jiva and the total level as Hiranyagarbha. Alright, therefore pranaha. Pranasya pranaha paramatma. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, he is the very pranasya pranaha, the very prana of all the pancha prana. Pranaya swaha, apanaya swaha, vyanaya swaha, udanaya swaha, samanaya swaha. And then what? Brahmane swaha. Everything is Bhagavan, pranasya pranaha. The next nama is Jeshtaha. What is this Jeshtaha? The oldest. In our common language also we say, he is my Jeshta Bhrata. Jeshta Bhrata means he is my eldest brother. Eldest is what? The one who is older than the others. If there are, let us say, 5 brothers, the first one is the oldest of all. Isn't it? So what do we say? Jeshta Bhrata. And he is the oldest. Why he is called the oldest? Because he is the beginning. He is the first of everything. Sarva karanatvad jeshtaha. What is the sarva karanatvad? He is the very cause of all, who is causeless. Vishnu Chaitanya, he is the cause of all, but who is the cause of Bhagavan? We cannot ask. He is the causeless cause, the first, the primary factor. Sarva atishayatvadva shreshtaha. Sarva atishaya means he is the most praiseworthy. It also means shreshtaha. Now we have 2 names, Jeshtaha and Shreshtaha. Jeshtaha is the oldest. Shreshtaha is what? Most praiseworthy. Prashasyatamaha Shreshtaha. Prashasyatamaha. Very, very interesting. Tamaha is superlative degree. Good, better, best. Best is the superlative. Similarly here, Prashasti, Prashastaraha, Prashastamaha. Taraha is Madhyama, better. Prashastamaha is Prashasyatamaha. Prashasyatamaha is the best. And therefore, he is the most praiseworthy. Shreshtaha. And one is praiseworthy, another one is the ultimate. The meaning here is the ultimate, the best, etc. Prajapatihi. Ishvaratvena sarvasam prajanam patihi. Because he is the Ishvara, which we have discussed elaborately earlier, Sarvasam prajanam patihi. Here praja not only includes the human beings, praja here also includes everything in the creation. And he is the patihi, he is the Lord, therefore he is prajapatihi. Then Prajapati is another word which is used for Brahma, creator. Because he is the one who creates, he is as Brahma, the creator of everything. Therefore, he is the Prajapatihi. Then comes the Nama Hiranyagarbha. This is a very interesting Nama. Hiranmaya Anda Antara Vartitvat Hiranyagarbha. Garbha meaning what? That which holds. And Hiranya Anda means golden egg. It's a very interesting imagination. Golden egg. Hiranya is self-effulgent cause. Hiranya Anda is what? Self-effulgent cause. Antara, which is inside, which is the very content of the self-effulgent cause, Vartitvat Hiranyagarbha. Where does this whole creation stay? It is in his womb, if we may say so. That is expressed here as golden egg. Alright. Brahma athava virinchihi. Both are same. Tad Atma. The very Atma of Brahma, the creator, who creates everything, but he is the womb in the very Brahma also. Brahma takes the power from this Parabrahma Swarupa Paramatma, and with that power he creates this whole universe. Tad Atma. Even the Atma of Brahma, the creator, is Parabrahma Swarupa Paramatma. Brahman are here represented by Vishnu. Bhugarbha. What is Bhugarbha? Again that word Garbha comes. It says Bhu Garbhe Yasya Saha Bhugarbha. In whose womb is the earth. Earlier we said Hiranyagarbha, where everything is put into that womb. Here Bhuhu, the earth, is in the womb of this Paramatma. Again representing the causeless cause of everything which a human being can experience or any other Jivarashi can experience. In the case of human being, we can recognize the experiences. In case of Jivarashi, it just continues to happen. Alright. Bhuhu garbhe yasya saha bhugarbha. Madhavaha. Very interesting. Another very beautiful Nama which many people love. You know, there are certain namas in the Vishnu Sahasranama which are very close to our heart. Like for example, Bhugarbha. You can translate, you can give the meaning, etc. But Nama like Madhavaha even you learn the meaning or not, Madhava is a beautiful nama which many people love those nama. Krishna. How many of us knew the actual meaning of Krishna until we dealt with it here? Krishna we know. Flute bearer. The one who stands with crossed leg. Behind whom there is one cow. The one who is a Govardhanadhari. The one who plays pranks everywhere. The one who is the heartbeat of all gopikas. One Acharya very beautifully says, other than Krishna, everybody is a gopika. It seems only Krishna is male and everything in this Jagat is female. Everybody is female. We may call I am a male person, she is a female, etc., etc. But from the highest science standpoint, the Rishi says, Krishna alone is male and everybody is female. How? Now look at this explanation for this Nama Madhava. Mayaha Shriyaha Dhavaha. Dhavaha means husband. The husband of Maya. Who is Maya? Shrihi, Prithivi. So many names are given. Prakriti. Dhavaha, Patihi, Madhavaha. Therefore what? Bhagavan is the Pati of all creation. Mayaha Shriyaha Prithivim Chaiva, we may add. And he is the husband. Now look at this very interesting Nama. The husband, when it is said, he is the one who protects the family. Normally, in the general terminology, there are exceptions differently. That is in the Laukika Drishti. From the highest standpoint, when it is said Patihi, the one who protects, the one who brings in security, etc. Patihi. Now look at the explanation. Madhuvidya avabodhatvatva madhavaha. Madhuvidya, he is revealed through Madhuvidya and so is called as Madhavaha. What is this Madhuvidya? Mauna dhyanacha yogacha vidhi. Madhuvidya is what? Mauna. Dhyana yoga vidhi. He Bharata Madhavam. In the Mahabharata, Krishna tells Arjuna, how do you understand this Madhava? Only through Maunat, Dhyanat. You may add yoga to both. Mauna is also a yoga, Dhyana is also a yoga. Karma Bhakti also can fall in line with it. But ultimately what? Mauna is quietude. Quietude meaning what? Not lip quietude. Lip quietude many people can do. But Mauna is Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. Everything stays quiet. Maunat. Dhyanat. Only through meditation one can gain the knowledge of the Supreme. Jnanat evatu kaivalyam, it is said. And that jnana is gained by what? By quietude with reference to the externalities and quietude in terms of internality through dhyanam. Maunat dhyanacha yogacha. Yoga here refers to that ability to unite. Yujyate iti yogaha. Yuj dhatu in Sanskrit means to unite, to merge, to associate, to come into contact with. Yogat. I merge with the Supreme. In a manner of saying, figurative experience, expression. There is nothing called merging. How can I merge with myself. I can merge with something else. Is it not? If at all it is possible, I can merge with something other than me. A particular thing can merge with another particular thing. Like for example, water, you can merge it with milk. With reference to milk, how can it merge with milk itself? Everything is milk only. Similarly, I, the Supreme Brahman, there is nothing called merging with Supreme Brahman. Right? Therefore, it is a figurative expression when it is said yoga, yujyate iti yoga. But that is a yoga which is taken help of to gain the knowledge of my own true nature, which is Supreme Brahman. Yogacha madhavam, maunat dhyanacha yogacha madhavam. And the last nama in the shloka, Madhusudanaha. What does this mean? Madhu nama asuram suditavan. Suditavan means the one who destroyed, the one who killed, one who overpowered. Whom? Madhunama asuram. Madhu Sudanaha. The one who killed Madhu is Madhusudanaha, demon. And that is very beautifully explained in Mahabharata. In the Bhishma Parva it is said, Karna Mishrodbhavam. Karna Mishrodbhavan, there is a Rakshasa called Karna Mishra. And Udbhavam, the son of Karna Mishra, is Madhu, the demon called Madhu. Cha api Madhu nama Madhu nama Mahasuram. Mahasuram Madhu nama. Madhu nama Mahasuram was killed by Bhagavan as an avatara Purusha of Vishnu is Sri Krishna. Brahmanopachittam kurvan jaghana Purushottamaha. Purushottamaha Brahmana upachittam kurvan jaghana. Jaghana means to kill. Why did he kill him? Brahma, the creator, requested him, advised him to kill Madhu. In the Mahabharata story, Brahma requests all the Devatas and Rishis, all of them go, seeing the havoc created by this demon called Madhu. They go to Vishnu and say, please protect the earth by killing Madhu. And then in the Krishna Avatara, he kills. Tasya Tata Vadhadeva. Tasya Tata here refers to what? Karna Mishra. Tata means son. The son of Karna Mishra. Tasya Tata Vadhadeva Deva Danava Manavaha Rishayahascha. Rishaya is in the fourth line. Rishayahascha Madhusudana iti ahuhu. They all together. Who are they? Devas, Danavas, Manavas, Rishayaha, Madhusudana iti ahuhu. They called whom? Janardanam. Janardanam here is Vishnu. They all put together called Janardana, or gave one extra title, we may say. One feather in the cap, they say, in general expression, they say feather in the cap. So they gave a title to Mahavishnu. What is the title? Madhusudanaha. This is how the name came. With that, we conclude the 8th shloka. We will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.